Well, we're back. Welcome to 92.1 WGHN. It is time once again for the show which is capturing the imagination, the hearts and minds of the Tri-Cities. Of course, we're talking about poor decisions, P-O-U-R decisions here. I am your host, Jesse Bruce, being joined as always by Chris Weavers from J.W.'s Food and Spirits and J.Dub's Wine Shop. The J.Dub's Empire, located up there on the corner of 705 Washington and 6 North 7th Street. Hello, Chris.
Hello, Jesse. This is where the debauchery runs amok.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I hope everybody doesn't mind. And if they do, go listen to something else.
That's right.
Because this is big, silly fun.
Big, silly fun. And again, we cannot thank Melissa Myers enough last week. She for sharing the story of Princess the Pig. The feedback I've received about last week's show, because I will be the first to admit, last week was very silly, very, very silly. But I got to tell you something. My father apparently was just wheezing listening to this show. And it wasn't because of me. It was because of you two, which is actually the way this is supposed to be. And I think he was really more hooked by the Princess the Pig story. I know at the beginning we didn't want to make it awkward for her. And we kept, trying to let her in. And then probably about that third glass of wine, she just starts talking about the pig.
She was ready to let it all hang out.
She was. And that is the magic of alcohol. This week, the loosey-goose theme that we're going with is if Led Zeppelin were wine. Because you and I had this discussion about, because Led Zeppelin music is either very, very powerful or very mellow. And in my head, I thought, ooh, that would be like some good fodder for wine, because I was talking about sometimes you have a wine like Prisoner or something like that's really, really heavy, and that would be like a Cashmere or something thunderous. And I gave that idea to you, and you've assembled something that would be fit for our friends from Led Zeppelin.
I have a great lineup, and the wines fit the food amazingly, and the songs fit the wine amazingly.
Chris will talk about the wines, and because we listened to your request, we do list the wines now on the internet when you go, so you know exactly what wines you were going to have. She will pour the wine, we will sniff the wine, we will taste the wine, we'll talk about the wine, we'll pair it with something yummy from her eatery. Alrighty, that being said, let's get soused. What do we got?
We have Oliver Winery Italian Lemon Spritz. It tastes as delightful as it sounds.
Okay.
It's light, it's fresh, it's frizzante, it's got real lemon in it, and it is going to go amazingly with my blackened salmon with lemon dill butter.
Oh!
Could you think of a more perfect pairing?
Very lemony.
So
let's take a sniff here.
Smell it, taste it.
Zest. There's lemon. But it's not over the top lemon. I mean, it's not like cough drop lemon. You know what I mean? It's not
very
not like
subdued.
And it's very easy when you breathe it in. Let's very viscous, nice legs. Let's take a toot. Oh, crap. Before we forget. There you go.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers to absent friends. All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is so light and so
fresh.
Little bit of sweetness to it.
Yes.
Which is going to be perfect with the salmon, because the salmon is blackened.
Yes.
And that is spicy seasoning.
Okay.
But it's topped with lemon dill butter.
All right.
This should be amazing together. And this is really light in alcohol. This is a porch pounder.
Yes.
As we've talked about in prior shows.
Yes. This is one of those, I can't even taste that alcohol.
Yep.
And then 3 days later, you can't find your house.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Okay, now when you say spritz, I mean, like to me, because with my limited wine acumen, I always go to, well, this tastes like Moscato. But what is
It is Moscato.
Look at me.
It is Moscato.
Putting that public school education to use.
Yep. Look at you go.
Yep.
Yes, it is a Moscato, and they add real Primo Fiore lemon and vanilla extracts. I don't know what Primo Fiore is.
I don't either.
But it's delightfully lemony.
Yeah.
I get the little bit of the vanilla. It just balances the wine out beautifully. It's light and fresh, and that's why it's a porch pounder, because it's only like 6.8% ABV.
Yes.
Most wines are 12 to 16.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like, I could have that after the meal. I could have that before a meal. I could have that during the meal. I could have that during certain parts of my day. I
am super excited to try it with the salmon.
Yes.
I think it's going to be delightful. This is the perfect summer wine.
Yes,
and it's
totally
only
agree.
$13.99.
$13.99.
Yep.
Not going to break the bank.
This is an Atlantic salmon fillet.
Yeah.
It's been coated with blackening seasoning.
Oh, you have fries here, so that'd be like fish and chips.
Yes.
Which is
fish and chips,
fish
if
and
you will.
Fish and chips.
No mushy peas, for the love of Pete.
Nope. I've consumed more seafood on this show because I'm not a seafood guy, but because I'm willing to try for the audience. I'm willing to.
I'm not a seafood person either.
Which is funny when you're a restaurant that sells seafood.
And my perch and my tuna and my salmon.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Sell like crazy. Isn't that delicious?
Let's take a snort here.
The lemon and dill, so good.
Well, that was wonderfully enjoyable. Honestly, it tasted like one of the better steaks I've had.
And I can read into that. What you're saying is it's not fishy at all.
No.
It's good and firm, and the flavor is delicious.
A firm little fish.
Yes. It's a firm big fish.
Firm big fish.
That's an 8-ounce filet, and that lemon dill butter just adds a richness. And then if you take a snort of the wine, cuts that richness of the butter and the spice of the blackening seasoning.
And you say Oliver Winery is from that hotbed of wine production, Indiana, correct? What part of the Hoosier State's it from? My family's from the Hoosier State, so
I don't know.
I've spent a lot of. Well, here I'll look on the bottle.
I find it's very strange that it's from Indiana, but it's a really good wine.
Yeah. Well,
Does it say where in Indiana?
No, it does not. I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oliver Winery, where dreams take flight. Hot air balloons too.
Okay.
They went into business in 1972. Let me see here. I'll fire up the old Google machine and see where we can.
Google machine.
Oliver Winery. I've seen that name before in the stores. Oliver Wine. Do you sell a lot of Oliver wines?
I sell a Sam Hill out of that.
Oh.
It's light and refreshing.
Oh, here we go. Oliver Winery. Oh, Bloomington. I know where Bloomington is in Brown County. That's where Indiana University is. It's also where I have a great story about this. Bloomington is where there used to be a thing called the Little Opry, which was, there's the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. And then there was a thing called the Little Opry, which mysteriously burned down many years ago. But my mom and dad used to go down there and they would see concerts and stuff like that. And my grandparents took me to see concerts. And when I was a little guy, I remember my grandfather and grandmother, Grandpa Kenneth and Grandma Mary, were going to take me to see George Jones, the Possum. Okay, going to go see George. He stopped loving her today.
I have a question.
Okay.
Why the hell do they call him the Possum?
We're going to get to that.
Okay.
So anyway, George at this time, I was probably about 8 or 9. And George at this time, he was still a big deal in country, but George had a hard life. George had some beautiful music, though. But anyway, he had the nickname No Show Jones because he would show up to the gig and then he would be in no condition to perform and he'd be passed out in the bus. And my grandfather, we got there and we're all sitting there and he doesn't come on. He doesn't come on. So my grandfather goes outside and he's walking around and his bus is there. And my grandfather then starts trying to look into the bus, and because the windows were up high, and he goes, I know he's just asleep on the bus. And finally the bus driver came out and said, yeah, George is sleeping on the bus. So anyway, that's my story about Bloomington, Indiana. And so we didn't get to see George Jones because he was passed out on the bus. He was more famous for not showing up than showing up.
So how does that work?
You just don't show up.
If they pay for tickets and
we were hosed.
On the bus. You got hosed?
Yeah, we were hosed. I think it was 1984, 1985. I don't know how much it was, but
I hope he's sobered up since then.
Well, he's dead now. But
George Jones?
The Possum, yes. And they called him the Possum because he kind of looked like the possum and because he was always, because possums sort of sleep a lot and they're kind of laid back. But George had kind of a wild life. My grandfather putting us back in the Oldsmobile and we're driving back home and he goes, old No Show Jones got us, so.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, there you go. I never got to see him. So
when did the possum die?
Possum died in 2013. Our theme here, sort of loosely this week, is if Zeppelin were wine. And because I think Zeppelin metaphorically, and we're talking about the band. You've heard of Led Zeppelin. They've been in the papers, everybody. Even my mother has heard of Led Zeppelin. So you opened up here with this lemon spritz. Were you going with the lemon song?
Hell yes, I was.
Okay. Yes.
It just fits perfectly.
Yes.
Squeeze my lemon
till the juice runs down my leg. That's right. Do you remember the first time you heard Led Zeppelin, or was it one of those things where they were just kind of always in your life?
I don't remember exactly, but I do remember I saw the LP album at the old Myers where the Home Depot
That's
was.
Right. There you go.
Yep. I saw it there. It was In Through the Outdoor was the first album that I saw by them. I had heard some other things, but as I got older and appreciated music more, freaking love Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
They're the best.
They do tend to lend to a lot of things. I think the first time I heard them is I remember when my brother went to the service. He left his cassette collection because that's when cassettes were big. Because remember, cassettes were all purpose. We all had cassettes.
Yep, I did.
And he left them, and I was given strict instructions to not play his cassettes, but I didn't care. And I remember I opened it up and...
Ooh, yeah, you, dude. I'm going to play him anyway.
I'm going to play you. What are you going to do? Coming back from Orlando for me? No. But I remember I saw the one, it's called Zazo or Runes. It's the one with the 4 symbols with Stairway to Heaven on it. And I got it. And I remember putting it in my little Walkman and listening to it. And I was just amazed because, number one, nothing sounded like that. I think I was 10. It was 1986. So I was 10 years old. Nothing sounded like that. It all flowed together. The songs just seemed to kind of tell stories that went into each other. And it was really it was one of those things that just stuck with you. And, it was easy to follow. The words were easy to pick up. And it painted these really cool pictures in your head. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. It was really quite neat. And then I know
Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, and then everybody I know they have these thoughts on Stairway to Heaven. And back when I was a rock and roll DJ, I used to make a thing about how I avoided playing Stairway to Heaven. I would play it by other people because I do think you can play a song too much.
I'm super tired of that one.
Yes, so I would play like Frank Zappa's version, or I would play Ann and Nancy Wilson of Heart doing it. I would play anybody else. I'd play a high school band. I would just try to avoid it. But that way, I made it really special when I did play the Led Zeppelin version. Okay, the Lemon song itself, kind of a heavier tune, but lemon makes you think of this, and that is why.
And salmon is a big, substantial fish too.
Yes,
so there is
a mighty fish.
It's a mighty.
Not
fish.
like Moby Dick, which is also a Led Zeppelin song, but still,
it is.
Yes, but it's still a big
fish.
But
it's not a lemony song.
No, it's not a lemony song. Not a lemony song. I tell you, I feel smarter when I do this show. I really do. I think like I'm opening up a third eye of consciousness, because it's like I think when we do the show now, and like when we listened to it last week, we're enjoying food the way it's supposed to be enjoyed.
Yes, we're doing it intentionally.
We ain't no bag of Fritos and a Sprite.
Nope.
No.
In front of the couch.
That's right.
No, we are doing things with intention.
We've got one down here. It's our Oliver Winery Italian Lemon Spritz. It's 13...
From beautiful downtown Bloomington, Indiana.
Bloomington, Indiana. Since 1972. Go by on Saturdays for hot air balloon rides. It's $13.99. Chris has it up there at the wine shop. What we're going to do here on Poor Decisions, 92.1 WGHN, is we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have our second glass of wine. We'll have more here on 92.1 WGHN in just a moment. I should have quit you.
Detroit Tiger Baseball on 92.1 WGHN is brought to you by Formally Informal DJ and MC Service. Owned and run by our own Jesse Bruce, this service helps couples with everything from music at their wedding, ceremony to the last dance, and having Jesse, who is also an ordained minister, perform the wedding and file the license. Events with Jesse and Formally Informal DJ and MC Service are lively, heartfelt, unforgettable, and affordable. Search Formally Informal DJ and MC Service on Facebook, and let's go Tigers.
Hey lady, you got the love I need. Maybe more than enough. Oh, darling, darling, darling.
Hello, welcome back to Poor Decisions, P-O-U-R Decisions, here on 92.1 WGHN. A reminder, if you missed any of our shows, and shame on you if you did, you can go to, that's a heavy red, and you can go to our...
Sorry, I poured it a little big.
That's okay. You can go to our website, WGHN.com/poor, P-O-U-R -decisions, and you can hear all of the shows as we put them up there before they go on the air, and then they stay up there in posterity. Our show with Chris Weavers from J.W's, which is up there on the corner of 6 North 7th Street and 705 Washington. Of course, it's the restaurant and it's the wine shop. We talk about wines, we talk about pairings, we talk about music, we talk about life, we tell stories, and
talk about pigs.
Talk about pigs, Princess the Pig. Speaking of which, right? In our we don't think it's Princess.
That's not Princess.
That's not Princess. That's not Princess. But anyway, our Loosey Goose theme this week is if Led Zeppelin were wine. We just had some lemon spritz, which is a Moscato, which would be for the lemon song. What do we have next, Chris?
Next up, we have Dow Cab from Paso Robles, California.
Okay.
Dow was founded by George and Daniel Dow, who are of Lebanese descent.
Okay.
D-A-O-U.
Oh.
Yes.
You spelled that.
And so they They settled their winery in Possum.
Yeah.
And it's on a mountain, so they aptly named it Dow Mountain.
Ah.
So, all of that being said, I chose Over the Hills and Far Away. This is one of my favorite reds. On the shelves at the wine shop. It's on the wine list at the restaurant. It's from Possum. It's highly perfumed, showing aromas of black cherry, cassis plum, desert sage, sandalwood, and dusty minerality.
Now, is that the cépage you were reading right there? Is that the cépage?
Nope.
Oh.
Cépage is 100% cab, I believe.
Okay.
This is just the tasting notes. Secondary aromas reveal notes of cigar box, leather, bay leaf, and black olive. The palate is rich and weighty, offering generous flavors of black raspberry, spicy currant, and blueberry compote with impressions of Bing cherry.
Bing cherry. There you go. There you go. Well, it's funny because when you said the leather thing, okay, and you put this up to your nose and you take a deep whiff in, I mean, there's a very, I can get a hint of leather.
I love leathery wines. And this is why this is one of my favorites.
And it's almost like you take it in your nose and then you can feel it. It gets in your lungs. It's heavy. It's not fruity, not floral.
Nope.
Not earthy. It's that kind of weird leathery type thing.
It's leathery and dark fruit.
Yes.
And what did it say? Sage, sandalwood, cigar box.
There you go.
Cedar. That's where I was going with cigar box.
Cedar. Let's take a toot here. Dark red, very nice, viscous.
Excellent cab.
Now that it was doing some interesting things. Okay, because I had an impression. I thought it was going to be heavy. I thought it was going to be like boom, boom, boom. No.
It's not. It's not as heavy as probably the next one.
Yeah.
But it's full and it's rich
Yeah.
and it's fruity, but not in a wuss sort of way. It's got great tannins.
This ain't no wuth fruity, baby. Dream don't, if you will.
If you will.
Dream don't drink no wuth fruity wine when I'm getting ready to whoop up on Dick Murdoch. No. Anyway.
That's right.
That's right. You could not possibly expect him to not make an appearance after last week. And we've talked about this, how wine does this. You have in your head how something is going to be. Okay? People are like that too.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you take a drink and it was so light. I mean, I felt like a rocket, like it was like blasting off.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
not at all what I
not what I was expecting at all.
No, it's full and fruity, but not heavy. It's just a lovely, lovely wine.
It's very, very nice.
This is a red that you could bring to any party and all your guests who drink red would enjoy it.
I don't think it's a porch pounder. I think it's a little...
It is not a porch pounder. I think if you porch pound this, you're going to be on your ass.
Okay. All right. I do think it's a little classier than that. Not pretentious. I mean, you could carry on a conversation with this wine.
Yeah.
Over the hills and far away. Over the hills and far away.
Yes.
I think that was based on Lord of the Rings. I mean, I know Lord of the Rings. I'm not into it. I'm not
like
into
those Gollum little guys.
Those little like Frodo, those kind of things.
Yeah,
and I'm sure there's
guys.
Lord of the Rings people out there going, "What the are you guys doing? They're butchering it.
You old people.
You don't
suck.
know. You don't know." And I'm not taking anything away from people who love those movies and things like that or the books. There's
no, not at all.
Nothing.
It's a big deal.
But I will tell you this.
But we're ignorant on that.
Well, kinda on that. But I mean, I did try to watch one of them. It just seems to me they're just doing a lot of walking in those movies. What are we going to pair this with?
We are going to pair this with a Cuban sandwich. And the reason I chose the Cuban is because it's got big, bold flavors that are going to stand up to this big, bold wine.
Okay.
So here, let me hand you a piece of the Cuban. This is grilled Italian bread with pulled pork and smoked ham, smoked cheddar, a little barbecue sauce, and some honey mustard.
Oh, wow.
This is a different take. Oh, and pickles.
Pickle, because you got to have the pickle with the...
You do.
Yeah.
Cubans have to have pickles.
I actually do.
But it's a little different spin on your traditional Cuban.
Boy.
I prefer it because there's so much more going on.
Yeah. Well, let's take a toot here. Well, the sandwich itself has a lot of flavors and things happening in my mouth.
It does. Tons of flavor.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Anything
Spicy.
but bland.
No, it's not bland.
So good.
Oh, that lingers. That gives it linger. I'm getting a lot of pepper. I know there's a scientific term for the pepper. Well, pokey on my tongue. There you go.
That's frizzante.
That's frizzante.
Mm-hmm.
That's frizzante.
This is the jalapeno mustard. Jalapeno honey mustard that we do.
There you go. There you go. No, this is. Oh man, I'm going to do another one. I'm trying to describe it for the folks at home.
And it makes the wine taste so much more fruity.
It's good. It's really good. It's like
got a hint of spice.
You know what it's like? It's like, let's say you take a great picture, okay, and you're not a great photographer, but you think it's the best picture you've ever taken, and then
they're done that.
All right, but then you put a filter or something on it, and then it looks like an amazing photo. That's that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
There you go. That sandwich is great.
Oh, so good. Here, you want another piece?
Oh, I've still got my piece over here.
Okay.
But I don't even like pickles, but you've got me liking pickles. See, that's the thing about the show. It opens up. I think it's all in how you present things. I think sometimes people are afraid to try new things or think outside of the box, but it's the way you present them. And again, that comes from our friend alcohol. Our theme this week is if Led Zeppelin were wine. And for those of you out there who've heard of the Led Zeppelin, very, very popular band, you know their music is a lot of it. It's funny. The bulk of their music was acoustic and blues based, and very little of it was super duper heavy. And you went with this one, and you said this makes you think of Over the Hills and Far Away. As I take a sip here, do you have like a go-to Zeppelin song? Because there's so many. Do you have one that's just like, oh, if I hear that one, that's my song?
Love the Ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Almost picked that one.
Yeah.
I love Hey, Hey, What Can I Do? Fun fact.
Yes.
I'm in a family band with my brother and my cousins, and I sing that song.
Oh, very cool. What's the name of the family band? I'm in a family band, too.
The Carport Cowboys.
The Carport. Oh. Do we have tape? Do you have tape?
No.
Do you just sing or do you perform anything?
I sing. Bo my brother showed me how to do the bass on one, and so I did what he told me. Yeah. But it wasn't really playing bass.
Oh, we got to do something with this on the show.
So fun.
The Carport Cowboy. And I assume you play under a carport.
Sometimes.
Yes.
We started in a carport. My aunt lives over in the Troy area, and all the houses are the same, and they have carports.
Here come the Carport Cowboys.
Yep.
Wow.
So that's where, and we have the big Turd Ferguson hat.
Yeah.
Remember Turd Ferguson?
Yes, I know Turd Ferguson. yes. God bless Norm. Yes. So you were talking about your favorite Zeppelin songs. Mine, I was thinking about this because, I played tons of them. Zeppelin is one of those things where I think people have like a passing knowledge of them. But when I was on the rock station, and I developed this too with other bands like Santana especially, and maybe even Fleetwood Mac, like bands that you hear a lot, but you don't ever hear everything because you hear little snippets. But when you're in here in the studio and you just hear them in the background when you're working on other things, you pick up stuff. My favorite Zeppelin song is on In Through the Outdoor, and it's called Carousel Alhambra. Have you ever heard Carousel Alhambra?
I don't know if I have. I'm sure I have.
Carousel Alhambra,
I didn't know the name of it,
is this like 10-minute thing, and it's got this great organ groove in it, and it's just like everything that's inherently Zeppelin. It was going to be. I know they'd rehearsed it for the last tour they were going to take, and then when John Bonham died, they didn't do it. But it's just this really cool song because it's like everything inherently Zeppelin in 10 minutes. Carousel Alhambra is one, and my other favorite song by them is The Rain Song.
Love that.
And that was one I had never really listened to that much before, but I remember one day I was in here, and we were doing severe weather, and I just said, because I had songs broken down by like category. Like I used to play Riders on the Storm if it was really bad or whatever, and I saw The Rain Song, and I'm like, oh, I've never heard this before. God, that's really, really good.
Great song.
Really, really good. And then I read the story of The Rain Song is that George Harrison told John Bonham, he's like, I really like you guys, but would it hurt you to do a soft song every once in a while? And he came back and he told Robert Plant and Jimmy Page that story, and then they wrote The Rain Song. Chris, tell everybody what we had and how much it costs.
Dow Cabernet from Paso Robles, California, $29.99 a bottle at the wine shop. We also have it on the wine list at the restaurant as well. One of our best-selling cabs, paired with our Cuban sandwich, which was pulled pork and sliced ham, barbecue sauce, jalapeno honey mustard, and smoked cheddar, and it was delightful.
It was delightful. And you know what's going to be delightful when we come back? We have our final wine here, our encore of our Led Zeppelin themed show, If Wine Were Zeppelin, coming up next on Poor Decisions. I'm Jesse Bruce, she's Chris Weavers, and you're listening to 92.1 WGHN. We'll be back in just a moment.
Where the shoreline pulses with light and nights sparkle, his voice is a beacon. Jesse Bruce, live on WGHN. Distinct, electric, his broadcast cuts through the air with a neon spark. Jesse likes his drinks cold, and he knows all the players' names. This isn't just a radio show, it's his lifestyle. Bringing the heat to Afternoon Drive. Jesse Bruce Live, weekdays from 3 to 6 on 92.1 WGHN Grand Haven.
Welcome back to Poor Decisions here on 92.1 WGHN. I'm your host, Jesse Bruce, being joined by Chris Weavers. Every week we sit down, we pair wines with some of the food from her eatery, and we talk about the pairings, we talk about the wines, we give you the price point, and then we kind of try to extrapolate these themes of wine into other things. Our theme this week, Loosey Goose theme, is if Led Zeppelin were wine. We have had, basically, we had one that reflected the Lemon song, that's Spritz. Mm-hmm. We had that Dow, which was Over the Hills and Far Away. And where are we going for our third wine, our encore performance?
For our third wine, hang on to your hats.
All right.
Because this one is a big, bold, beautiful wine.
Yes.
This is Black Stallion Gaspar Vineyard Estate Cab.
Yeah.
And it is in very small production.
Okay.
I got a few cases of it, a few bottles of it, really, not very many cases. $69.99. So you're in for a treat. And the story behind it, it's estate grown. Estate grown means all the fruit is grown on that property. And it's the Oak Knoll District, which is the cream of the crop in Napa Valley. And the history behind this is that Mr. Gaspar, he arrived in New York from Sicily in the early 1900s. He took 10 years to get from New York to California, because back in that day you had like horse and buggy or whatever.
Sure.
Where he started the Sam Jasper Winery in 1924 and eventually became Indelicato Black Stallion Wine. That was his name, Gaspar Indelicato.
Oh.
That was his name. So he created the Black Stallion Winery in Napa Valley. And this is a huge, brooding, bold wine.
Menacing. Well, you know, it's
But in a good way.
Well, it's funny because I took a smell of this, and to me, this smelled like a woman who would do you some harm.
Yeah.
It really did. Like, it smelled like a perfume of like a Disney villain. I'm serious. I mean, something really
Not like gross perfume.
No.
Oh,
Like, they mean business.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
This is a force to be reckoned with, and I better bring my A game and hide my car keys.
All right, so taste it.
Oh, boy.
It is freaking amazing.
Dark red. Here we go. Oh, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah. That's the wine you have at the end of the night. That is the...
She ain't got no time for your shenanigans.
No, she don't. Or that's Princess the Pig right there. Princess the Pig is not putting up with any of
Could
her...
be.
Could be. Wow.
Big, bold, spicy.
Okay.
So good.
So that is heavy. When you taste it, it's heavy. Little burn on the end. The smell is really... It works in the olfactory. When the smell hits... It just gives you an experience of like, ooh, that's what I'm talking about. This is like I always go back to Prisoner, which to me is a very heavy wine. This is a very Prisoner style wine, very heavy, like not screwing around, like boom, big heavy drum, boom,
Big
boom,
and bold, and
boom.
it's 15.5% alcohol.
Oh wow,
which is a big boy. This is nothing to mess with.
No, it's not.
So it needs to stand up.
This wine cracks no jokes. It
does not.
No, it
it's
cracks
a very
no jokes.
serious wine.
Very serious wine. All right. Well, what are we pairing it with to heighten the flavor of this experience?
We are going to hire. Sorry, I was enjoying the wine.
Yes.
We are going to pair this wine with a chimichurri burger.
Okay.
Which is our 3rd-pound Black Angus burger from the meat block on a brioche bun with feta cheese and our South American chimichurri sauce, lettuce, tomato, and onion.
All right.
And it is going to really stand up to this.
All right.
So let me get a little
fork
here.
A little forky. And what's the stuff on top of it again? Is it chimichurri?
Chimichurri.
And what is chimichurri for those of us?
Chimichurri is a South American condiment from Argentina. And it's made from red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, oregano, garlic, and some other spices that I can't remember. Fresh parsley, did I mention that?
No.
So good.
All right, well, here we go. It smells good.
Big and fresh and so full of flavor. This is going to stand up to this wine.
Yowzer. That's good. I haven't had a sip yet.
A lot of flavors in that burger. Try it with the wine.
Try it with wine.
It makes the wine a little fruitier and more approachable. When you drink it by itself, it's kind of intense. But you eat it with that intense flavor of the chimichurri and the feta and the meat and the onion.
And it's still going. This is a very heavy wine. Like you said, it makes it very light. Okay? But it doesn't stop. It's not just like, okay, it hits the meat, it hits the chimichurri, and then you get a little burst of flavor. It's still going on in my mouth. It kind of spreads like I don't want to say like a wildfire, but it's something very quickly spreading. You have it, and the flavor just keeps moving all over your mouth. It's just, it comes alive. It makes this wine come alive.
It's just like a slow, lovely, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it just keeps going.
Yeah.
And I really want to put some hot sauce on it, too. We have Grand Traverse Sauce Company.
Grand Traverse Sauce.
Traverse City.
Yep.
This one is the Siren.
The Siren.
It's a smoked cayenne habanero pepper hot sauce. This is one of our best sellers. We have these at the restaurant as well in our little hot sauce caddy.
Okay.
Way better. I love red hot, but this blows red hot away. The complexity of this sauce.
And we got into this before. There's some people who just love scalding hot food, and I don't understand. I think you said one of your kids is really into extremely hot food. But
yeah, my son loves scalding hot, but he loves the Siren. This is his favorite hot sauce when he's not trying to blow his doors off with heat. Okay. So good.
That mixed rather well. That did. I was expecting like something nuclear, but that wasn't necessarily nuclear.
No, it's not. It's just got a lot of flavor, depth.
It adds a dimension to the
I think
tanginess.
I need a little toot of that hot sauce.
There you go. I tell you what, though, when you smell that, it smells like, you get a very barbecue-y type smell, very smoky, but it's very direct. It's just like
smoky,
going right up the snoot. The question is now, how do you pair this in with Led Zeppelin? What do you think this is?
This definitely pairs with the Immigrant Song.
Oh, okay.
Because Gaspar Indelicato is an immigrant from Italy.
There you go.
And he came over here on the boat.
Yep.
He took 10 years to get to California.
Because he flew Frontier, yeah.
To make this beautiful winery.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Immigrant
And actually, I had one of the reps from Black Stallion come in. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or today?
Did he have the little cool case thing?
He did.
There you go. Yeah.
Of course, they all do.
Oh, the cool case, yeah. They can carry
Black Stallion is an amazing winery.
Yeah. I can see. I tell you what, just drinking it on its own, honestly, because it's so heavy, I'm thinking cashmere. Because that big bombastic boom, ba-boom, ba-boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
It totally could have been cashmere,
Could have been cashmere, but I like Immigrant Song because that's a good story. And wine does tell a story. I know Mary Ellen saw Zeppelin. I never saw Zeppelin, but I did see Robert Plant. Did you ever see Robert Plant?
No,
you never
I did not. And I never saw Zeppelin.
No.
And that makes me sad.
Yeah, because I think, by the time that we kind of got around to it, they were probably done. But I did see Robert Plant. I saw him. This was a great show. This was... my daughter's going to be 24, so it was 4 months before my daughter was born. And it was at the Van Andel Arena, and it was The Who. And the opening act was Robert Plant.
Really?
And he was doing, because, Robert Plant does he doesn't really do rock and roll anymore. He does like the kind of folksy stuff. He does that really, really cool kind of acoustic-y thing. And
I like that, too.
Yeah, it is. It is cool. Because, he's kind of a mythological creature. But he was doing, I think it was the Sensational Shapeshifters. And he did, some cool stuff, and he did some of his solo stuff, but it was rearranged. And then he walked off, and then he came back for the encore. And I remember he had on a bowling shirt and jeans, and he had a beer. You could see the beer clearly in his hand. And he gets up on the microphone, and he says, "All right, I got to go to bed. Let's do this." And they did Whole Lotta Love. And it was the closest thing to seeing the devil in my life that I've ever seen. And he was amazing. And I've never seen people just rise up in mass.
Oh, my God.
And the band was, and this band was just kids behind him. Then you got it. You saw him and his voice sounded great and he knew it.
Wow.
And then when he was done, he just he didn't say goodbye. When the song ended, he just took the beer and went like that and he walked off.
Wow.
That was cool.
To see Robert Plant do a whole lot of love.
Yeah. That was, every once in a while, you see someone perform. You see a concert, or you see someone in a moment. And because I still have certain moments in my head that I see, and I'm like, boy, that's like the absolute peak of a moment right there. And I just remember him saying, all right, let's get this done. I got to go to bed. And then just the minute it came on, he was exactly what you wanted him to be. He was exactly what you wanted him to be.
What I wouldn't give to have seen.
He's still out making music. I've seen clips of him, and he plays like little theaters, like little 500-seaters.
And I'd love to see him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
But it's still him, and I'd love to see him.
Chris, tell everybody about this one more time, then let's review the other two, and we'll wrap this puppy up.
This is the Black Stallion estate-grown Gaspar Vineyard, named after Gaspar and Delicato, who took 10 years to get from, I'm assuming, Ellis Island, New York, to California to start this vineyard. It's a freaking amazing wine, Oak Knoll District, $69.99. It's hard to come by. I was able to procure a couple of 6-packs. So if you're interested, come get it.
That's $69.99?
$69.99.
But it's worth it. Trust me.
It's so worth it.
Yeah.
And we paired it with the chimichurri burger, which was a perfect pairing. Little toot of that Siren hot sauce. Amazing.
Yep.
Going backwards, I had Dow Cab. Dow is a Paso Robles cab. Lebanese immigrants. And we paired that with the Cuban sandwich, which was a party in our mouth with all kinds of fun flavors. $29.99 for the bottle. And then the first pairing was Oliver Winery Lemon Spritz, and that was with our lemon dill butter coated blackened salmon, which was amazing. Oliver, oddly enough, is out of Indiana. There's not a lot of Indiana wines, but this one is super light. And this one is actually, if you're just getting into wine, this is a good gateway wine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's easy to drink. It's light. It's fresh. A little bit sweet.
It's almost like you leveled up each wine. Because like the first one was just like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Yep.
And then the second one kind of weeds out the uncool people. And the third one is just like... That's the guy.
This is serious.
That's the guy.
Yes.
Take me to your dealer kind of wine. That guy. Yeah, there you go.
Yep,
there you
100%.
There you go. Do you have any specials or deals or anything going on down at J.Dub's?
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
Give me just what would be a special. This is airing on Saturday. What would be a special someone could come in on Saturday and get?
Well, on Saturday, it's up to my chef's whim. They do a weekend special on Friday and Saturday. Our typical weekday specials, Monday is Mix It Up Monday, whatever my chefs want to do. Tuesday is Tuscan Tuesday. It's a pasta special. And all of our house wines by the bottle are half price. That's a screaming deal. Wednesday is slow roasted prime rib. Get there early because when it's gone, it's gone. We can't make more. Thursday is our crab meat and white cream sauce seafood burritos. And yeah, there's something different every day.
And if people want to learn more about what's going on at JW's Food and Spirits, besides just toddling on in or going over to the wine shop in the market, where's the best place to get that information?
The website, jwsfoodandspirits.com or jdubsmarket.com, or look at our Facebook pages too.
And then what were you doing? There's some video you posted the other day. What were you doing then on your social media? You had a contest or something that somebody...
Oh, yeah. That was our wine club giveaway.
What's the wine club? We've never talked about that.
So we have a VIP wine club at the wine shop, and it's $50 a month. We choose as a staff 2 really unique, not like weird unique, but unique wines that you won't find on the shelves necessarily.
Okay.
It's $50. You can do a white and a red, or 2 reds, or 2 whites. We choose them for you, and every Wine Flight Wednesday, which is tonight, by the way, in about an hour, if you buy 2 of our featured wines, you get 2 punches on your card.
Okay.
And when you fill up the punch card, then you get entered for a free VIP Wine Club month, which is a $50 value.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking, maybe we could enhance this wine club thing, but you could give someone the opportunity to be on the show.
Absolutely.
If you have somebody who's cool, they got to be cool.
Oh, I've got some cool people.
Because we don't want we don't want no narcs on the show.
No narcs, no whites and drinkers.
No whites and drinkers. All righty.
Oh, I have some people in my mind that I want to have on.
Yeah.
Primarily my sister.
Yes, well,
Becky.
she wants to come back. She wants to come back. Well, folks, this is Poor Decisions on 92.1 WGHN. The show airs every Saturday morning at 10. It also gets posted on our socials usually Thursday or Friday before the show, and it stays up there in posterity. You can go to our website, WGHN.com/poor-decisions. We'll be back next week with another show. Until then, remember, some of life's best choices stem from poor decisions.